Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. So, I've heard back from the police. The contractor apparently was able to get the combine out of the water, so that's great. They said it's in pretty rough shape, so we can run down and take a look at that. And while we're heading down that way, we might as well go down and fill up the greenhouse, which I will do that off camera just because it gets very repetitive, doing the same thing, moving manure back and forth, you know what I mean. So I'll just get the bucket switched around and hooked up to the trailer here. Close the door to make sure nothing else gets stolen. And I'll see you guys once the greenhouse is filled up. So now that the greenhouse is taken care of, I'll just run back down to see where the combine, see how it's doing. I did get on the phone to the insurance company last night when it happened, when I got back home. They said they'd be sending someone out to come look at it and see if they can get it picked up at some point today. So I'll probably be hopefully hearing back from them later on today, I'm hoping. Well, you can say they got it out. They definitely didn't get it put into a good spot for transporting, that's for sure, though. Made one hell of a mess coming out by the looks of it. I guess I had to cut down that tree to get it out. But, I mean, I guess it is out. Being on its side down the river, they probably lost all its fuel. This is wonderful. Not sure exactly how much it would take to get it fixed. I know the water was up probably to about, well, I think it was fully covering this motor, so the motor's probably seized stiff. All the oil probably leaked out of it because it's an old motor and they don't like being on their side, especially in the water. That's the exhaust pipe there, that probably got filled up. So this thing's probably going to need a whole new motor. Controls, hydraulics are probably all seized. That pipe probably got bent getting pulled out of here. The header is just a write-off too. So, happy days. Happy days. Alright guys, I'll see you back at the farm. So I just got off the phone with Johnny, the guy who wanted me to spend the night and have a couple of drinks with him the other night. The night that the combine got stolen. He was feeling a little bit bad, so he talked to his neighbor who's got a old combine sitting out back behind his house. It's been sitting there for years, he said. He's worked it out with him for us to come by and get it. Just so we can get through the harvest here. It doesn't sound like it's a very big combine. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect, but any combine's better than no combine. He did say that we're probably going to have to fix it up a little bit just to get it working, but it's going to be a lot less work than trying to A, buy a combine, or B, try to get that one fixed up. I'd much rather it just go through the insurance company and we'll eventually get paid out on it, hopefully. So he told me I was out back behind the shop pretty well, close to the river. I'll just run the tractor down, see if I can find it. Either have to walk back there or come back with like a toolkit or something, see if we can get it fixed up, depending on the state that it's in, see if we can get it driven back. Not sure what the best way would be to get back there. I think I see something red over in the distance there. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way to get over there easier. He's worked it out, so if we just shoot him like $150, he's happy with it. To use it, which I mean, it's been sitting in the forest for a couple of years by the sounds of it, so realistically, the fact that he's charging us any money at all is kind of a shitty move, but is what it is. So that looks like it over here. So it doesn't look like we'll be driving it because it's got a hitch. This is a lot smaller than what I was thinking, but at least we don't have to leave our tractor over here, I guess. Positives, right? So we might as well get the tractor over here and get that hooked up, I guess. It's a little bit smaller than what I was anticipating, but beggars can't be choosers. Like I was saying before, it's better than nothing. Let's see if we can just navigate our way out there. Why someone would leave a combine, even a tow behind one like that, that was tight. Out here, behind a tree, close to the river is besides me, but people do weird things, just leaving junk laying around all over the place, I guess. Definitely doesn't look to be in the best of shape. This tractor seems to tow it just fine though, so that's alright. We'll take this back to our shop and see what we need to do to get it all fixed up and at least into some working order. Hopefully not too much. Don't really want to be spending money on stuff that isn't mine, especially something that isn't something that we're going to be keeping around the farm, because this is just a little too small for my liking. I don't want this to come across as sounding like complaining, because it's not. I'm thankful that we have something to get the crop off the ground before it wilts, but it's definitely not ideal. It's alright for the bad situation we're in, but if it wasn't for the lack of an actual combine, it definitely wouldn't be something I would be overly thrilled about. Alright, I'll get to wrenching here, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, well I got it working here. It is a little loud, so I apologize for that. It should get a little bit quieter once we get back into the tractor. Did just want to get it cleaned off here. Give the tractor a quick spray down too while we're at it. I'm hoping that pipe will fit over top of that trailer there. That reel doesn't like to stop. The brake on it's pretty worn out, that's for sure. But other than that, it seems to work alright. So I'm not sure exactly the best place to start, whether we should start on the soybeans or the barley, because that's what we have in the ground. I think we're going to start on the soybean field, just because it's a little bit more of a square field, and with this tow behind, I think that's what we're going to need. Let's just fold this back up for right now to get it down the road a little bit easier. We're definitely going to need to come at this with the plan of attack. So I'm going to have to come down to this end. And it's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards. So I don't want to drive over the crop. And with this, it's a one-way type work implement. If I didn't have crop destruction on it, it'd be alright, but I do. So let's get this thing unfolded again and see how we can make out here. Get that fired up. And the header lowered down. We're harvesting away, so that's good. Dropping the straw. We're definitely going to have to rake up the straw because 2.5 meters is definitely not that big. So this is going to take a lot longer than expected, guys. But I mean, it is better than nothing. So I'm going to carry on here, harvesting away ever so slowly, trying not to miss anything. Once again, rocking at a nice 4 miles per hour. Not sure if that's a limitation to the tractor pulling this trail behind combine, or if that's just the working speed for this little trailed combine. We'll have to double check that. Could be a mod conflict because that was happening in the Woes Nice Let's Play as well. Don't want to run over my crops here. I think I just buggered myself on that corner big time. So yeah, this is going to take a little while and be tedious. So I'll see you guys probably when I get my first full tank of crop here. So as you can see there, the Harvester Full Stop mod, which is the one I normally rely on when my tank gets full, apparently does not work with this trail behind Harvester. So we drove through our crop a little bit, but I guess it's time to go get it emptied now. This Massey 140 is definitely dirty too, so we'll give it a quick wash out before we take her out into the field. Don't know how to fix it so well, so as long as we give it enough confidence, hopefully it won't break down. This trailer is definitely a little bit too big for this tractor, but it rides a lot nicer than the other one does. It's got the higher hitch, so a little 140 stuck working hard towing this big trailer around. But at least we're unloading here and the pipe fits underneath the trailer, so that's a good thing. This little harvester here only holds, I think, 1,700 liters, or 1,700. 1,700, yeah, same thing. Maybe it's 15. Doesn't hold, it's not a very big tank at all, so unload a couple times. We have gotten a fair bit done in this field. It's taken a little while, but we'll get through this at a decent rate. The Barley field over there is what I'm kind of dreading, since it's a lot less square and straight than this field. It's going to be a bigger pain in the rear end, if you know what I mean, to get that one all done and harvested. But we'll get it done regardless. Just harvest the bit that we didn't run over here. It's kind of a shame that happened, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. So I'll just get back into hammering this field out here. So we got our soybean field done here with almost another full combine load. So we're looking at just under 5,000 liters of soybeans, which isn't too bad. Sorry, I was wrong. Just over 5,000 liters of soybeans. 5,028 liters of soybeans, which isn't too bad. Can't really complain there. We do have that one little spot there that couldn't get harvested because it's not soybeans. So we'll just run over into here, put this into the silo for right now. Unless we got a good price for it, which I'm not sure if we do or not. Let me just check here. So we got a price that's just over $1,000 per 1,000 liters. So I think we're actually just going to sell it right now. That seems to be pretty good considering all the other prices here are fairly low. So I think that's going to be a good price, even though that it is rising on the other one. I'm happy with over $1,000 per 1,000 liters. That'll bring us in just over $5,000. So I'm pretty happy with that. We'll just run down to the sell point. It's not that far. We'll get that sold, and I think we'll harvest the other field in the next episode. And maybe by then they'll get the combine figured out with the insurance, but I'm not sure. $5,275 from that field. I think that's a pretty good return on investment, considering it didn't cost much putting the seed in the ground in the first place. Plus we got all the soybean straw that needs to be picked up too. We will end up having to rake that just because it's a mess, as you can see. Definitely a lot of rows. A couple too many to be going up and down with the baler. So, thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you like me and like the stuff that I do, hit that subscribe button. If you don't like me or didn't like the video, there's a button for that too. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!